All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got week one, or actually, it's not week one. Oh, sorry, I gotta start the game. Here we go. So we've got week one, actually just match one. We're now doing it just 1 week, or 1 weekend, I should say, of playoffs. So we've got the NFC Kraken versus Madison Marvels. This is going to be a tough match for us. We are seeded, I believe, number 7. The NFC Kraken are seeded number 2, so obviously they're pretty good at the game. So it's going to be definitely, I feel like, a do or die match. If we win this one out, I feel like we have a chance to go all the way to finals. If we lose, uh-oh. Not really sure why the pause. Okay, nope. There's just a little bit of confusion, but here we go. Obviously, we see Waspies is back again for another week on that Genji. Peeps on the BAP. Was getting really good BAP gameplay last week. Plurp trying out some Kiriko. Love it. And that's my new main. I've been loving Kiriko. Goosely on his main playing the Diva, and Swedish Taco. That's been the Hyundai in the previous games. That was just an alt account. But yeah, that's Swedish, and he's playing on his main Junkrat. Going against interesting comp. Roadhog, Reaper, Sojourn, Lucio, Anna. Pretty aggressive over here, honestly. It's going to be they're going for picks with these hooks, obviously, but good defense matrix play is going to allow us to be able to keep it alive. Now, Peeps over here not really recognizing the damage that's coming in, having to use a cooldown instead. Not really sure where Plurp is. Plurp's in the thick of everything and taking a ton of damage for it. Peeps also just taking a ton of damage. So support positioning not quite there, and early 2 picks to the other side. There goes both our DPS now, leaving Goosely last alive. Baby Diva D-Mac, maybe the stagger, but no, not even a stagger. They just no mercy kill Goosely. That's going to put us down. First fight as an L. Getting some percentage on the point for Kraken, but it's not going to be a big deal if we can get this fight back in our favor. Obviously, if we take a look, percentage on our ults is pretty low. Definitely Overwatch 2. Ooh, Waspy's getting picked off by Hook. But Overwatch 2 pretty much nerfed ult regen, or generation, across the board, so we don't see as many ults in Overwatch 2. Kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. We see Swedish over here now getting picked too. Both our DPS a little bit out of position. Kind of a role reversal. First fight was supports. Now it's the DPS getting picked off. So the stagger's kind of just leaving us to doing nothing. Keeps trying to get away from this Reaper who's applying very good aggression. And if he builds up that Beyblade, or that Reaper ult, it's going to be bad news for us. Oh, Waspies goes in. Almost dies. A clutch deflect over at 4 health. Swedish coming in to help him too. Goosely's getting lit up real good, but the heals are coming in hot. This choke point's going to be really rough for us to get through with this Reaper Sojourn applying a lot of pressure. Crosby's trying to get the back line, getting a lot of threat, but unfortunately, where's he going? He's line of sighting all his healers. He's not going to be able to get a heal. Meanwhile, Swedish is dead too. Crosby somehow stayed alive for a surprising amount of time. But Plurp's being zoned away by this Reaper, and unfortunately just going to get the heals a little bit too late to sleep. Plurp going to be able to TP away, surviving just barely, and we're going to have 2 ults going into the next fight. If we pop them soon enough, we actually might be able to beat the Kraken to their ults, because as we see, they only have 1, but they're coming up on 2 more real quick. So it's going to be coming down to our timing and how effectively we can use these ults to win this fight. Goosely pops in that Diva Bomb into the center, gets nothing. Window coming out of Peeps, going hard on the Roadhog, but unfortunately Peeps is probably going to die now that he's antied. Yeah, the Roadhog ult comes in just to add some insult to injury. Plurp's trying to heal on point with the Kiriko ult, but not able to do much. Blade comes out of Waspies, finding 1, looking for 2, but the Reaper's putting down some mad damage, and unfortunately, Waspies is going to fall, just leaving Plurp alone, but not on point. And we actually did get it for a few percent, but unfortunately a Kraken captured it back, and that's going to end round 1. So, good first round out of both teams. Kraken definitely coming out of the gate firing. Not what we like to see coming out of the Madison Marvels. A little bit sloppy, kind of getting staggered at many points of the game. Hopefully they can clean it up, maybe fix up their communication for round 2, do a little bit better. We see some swaps coming out. I like this idea. Reaper very effective against the Roadhog pick. And then Plurp opting for his own Ana, maybe tired of those anti-nades and wants a few of his own. Tell you what, Dragon Slayer on Kraken was getting a ton of good value off that anti-nade. So hopefully Plurp can get some of his own. Not really sure how much Ana's Plurp been playing recently, but I'm sure he's going to do just fine. As we see, we're choosing to go up main, but Kraken's over on the right side. Goosely spots them, starting to apply some pressure, but the Roadhog hook comes in on Waspy, somehow doesn't get a kill, but there's Swedish somehow ending up dead anyways. The whole team jumped on him. Plurp just a little bit out of position. Kraken wrapping him around. Now Peeps is going to fall. Actually, the Immo keeping him alive a little longer. Tried to get that Sojourn duel, but unfortunately going to lose it. Goosely might be able to get out of here. Oh, just unfortunately loses mech, and so now pretty much I would honestly just go back and swap heroes. I don't think it'd be very worth it to just stay on this D.Va. Especially since you can kind of swap heroes and swap back, and I believe you would just get mech instantly back, and you wouldn't lose ult charge because, you know, Overwatch 2, now you keep up to 30% ult charge when you swap. Now Waspy's going in very hard, alone, no team help over here, was able to get the Roadhog very low. Unfortunately, kind of need a team to be able to fight. Wisely realizes the danger coming and tries to TP out just a second late. Immo's too late. Goosely swinging in, also a little bit too late. Plurp trying to deal with this Reaper, but not able to do much. Swedish somehow backlining, tries to go for the back cap, gets it halfway, but that's not going to be enough. Goosely's last alive and just sitting outside of spawn. So another fight goes over to the side of Kraken. Unfortunate for Madison Marvels, really not able to get the breakthrough that they needed, especially with these two picks that kind of both really do a good job of countering Roadhog, but they're just not able to find utility value onto that Roadhog to get the picks that they need. Again, we see the Kraken really taking their time on that right side, not really over-aggressing, making it very hard for us to get an opening. Goosely making his way over to point, but kind of wants to rejoin with the team. Waspy's already using Wraith, not really sure for what. We look over at the ults, it's going to be 0 to 3 ults. This Reaper's coming in from behind. It's an excellent sweep, comes out from Plurp, and Immo preemptively probably thinking about the Reaper ult. Actually, the Reaper did ult. I think it was canceled instantly by Plurp. That was pretty insane. I didn't even see it. So Ana comes out with a nano onto Waspy's. Waspy's going in hard as Reaper, TPing in to get a little bit more damage. Finds the Ana. Oh, a 180 sleep coming out of this guy. D.Va Bomb finds nobody, and the Reaper's finding 2 of our players. Both supports gone to 1 Reaper. Waspy's and Goosely, last 2 alive. Let's see if they're able to pull out anything. Waspy's popping the ult. Unfortunately, the perfect boop and the Wraith form combined with the Sojourn ult's not going to be able to give Waspy's any value. Swedish desperately trying to contest, gets a kill, pops the ult, drops dead, keeps popping window, but it's not going to be enough to contest the point. And that's going to be map number 1 going over to the side of Kraken. Let's see who deserves this play of the game. Here we go, the Reaper, the enemy Reaper, I should say, is going to get play of the game for this. Let's see what happens. First round, actually, gets a nice pick on a Swedish, going in for more, gets the MO. Does he pop ult? No, doesn't even need the ult. He's just demolishing with the shotguns. Actually ended up only finding 2 kills, but you know what? Play of the game nonetheless. We're going to be back after a short break with map number 2. Hang on tight, everyone. All right, guys, thanks for waiting. We've got map number 2. Oh, actually, got to start it again. Map number 2, here we go. Push map on New Queen Street. We get to see the new push mode. Honestly, I don't know about y'all. This is my favorite game mode. Love the push game mode. It's so back and forth. It's so epic. And I feel like every single one goes to the full 10 minutes because it's so hard to get that final push. So hopefully we get to see a very long map drawn out back and forth from both teams. I spoke with our team. Our communication's hopefully going to be a little bit better this game. Going against some really difficult opponents, especially that Dragon Slayer on Ana. Sick sleeps, amazing nades, gets insane value out of that character. It looks like the Kraken are opting for the exact same comp. Flurp switching it up, going for the Moira. Peeps, a first time Kiriko, honestly, that I've seen. Waspy's going for the Sombra, not really sure about that pick, honestly. Soldier for Swedish, don't really see a lot of hit scan out of Swedish, but you know what, maybe that's the change we need to see. Then of course, Goosley on his main, dropping the D.Va. We like to see that. We like to see the D.Va bombs. Hopefully we can make some magic happen this round, because if it's over on this map, then GG's, we're going home, we're out of playoffs. So, here we go. We see Swedish pushed up real far, wisely waiting for the team. Waspy setting up his teleporter, going in flank. Let's see who he chooses to go for first. Ooh, tries to get a little bit on that Reaper, but not able to get much. And then this Roadhog honestly just walks up and just nails Swedish to the face. And there goes Swedish. Now Goosley's super low, trying to help out with that Reaper. And Peeps really already retreated completely far back, probably very wisely. Honestly, that fight was kind of over. Not really sure what happened to Swedish. Swedish just got deleted by Roadhog. Maybe a hook came out or something. Swedish trying to fight against this Sojourn. Honestly, Sojourn is just stupid powerful. Not really sure if Soldier in that fight because Railgun is just insane. But there we go. We lose Waspies. A little bit over, how do you say it? A little bit too greedy on the Sombra. Sombra is really good at staying alive because, instant teleport, right? But as we see, Waspy's got a little bit greedy, and now Waspy finds himself dead. Good fade by Plurp, avoiding that Roadhog hook, but a lot of people are low. Keeps just a little bit too slow on the healing, taking too much time to set up and get aware of his surroundings. But now we see 3 people dead. It's just going to be Plurp and Goosley, and Plurp's just in a little bit too deep, getting surrounded by the opponent. Goosley going in for something, and not really able to find much, and by going in I meant trying to retreat but not really able to do so. Now we see Waspy's making the swap over to Sojourn. Wise decision, honestly going to be much better, was getting no value out of the Sombra. Unfortunately, we've already lost Peeps due to the random railgun coming out from the enemy Sojourn. Hopefully Waspy's is going to be able to find something. Swedish making the switch back over to the Junkrat. That's his main, so this is his comfort pick, so this should be doing a little better. And Goosley trying out a little bit of Roadhog, seeing that their Roadhog's working so well, maybe we can get some Roadhog in. But, honestly, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. This is a good spot for Junkrat, though. Oh, going for the trap, but not able to really get it. And unfortunately going to die to the Roadhog combined with the Sojourn ult. And that's going to find 4 players. Waspy's barely able to get away. I think the enemy Sojourn missed the railgun shot that would have finished him. And here we go. We're going in for probably one of the last fights. We got to make something happen. Waspy's going in without checking his corners. A little bit too aggressive. Swedish again pulling the same thing. We're getting a little bit too antsy. We had plenty of time. And there's Reaper all coming out, but unfortunately, it's not going to really find anyone. Waspy's trying to make it into contest point and not going to be able to do so. That's actually a full push all the way through from Kraken. Not able to stop them really at all. We had a little bit of contest, but that's it. Sussy Kid on Sojourn on play of the game. We'll see what happens. Thinking this is going to be the ult he used. Yep, this is the ult. We see how fast that railgun's charging. Look at how the sheer amount of damage coming through. Got a Roadhog super low, got the first kill and on the Plurp, and then that's right where they missed Waspies to get him. So GG's, great gameplay coming out of both teams, but unfortunately the second seed Kraken going to be going home with the victory. Good luck to them. I hope they do well in the rest of the tournament, and that's going to be all for me. I'll see you guys hopefully next week.